Hello everyone, and welcome back to Channel Name. Today, we're about to experience one of the most luxurious and striking properties in Calabasas, California. A contemporary mansion valued at nearly $38 million US. Calabasas is home to countless Hollywood stars and successful entrepreneurs. With its beautiful landscapes, fresh air, and unmatched privacy, this area has become the golden destination for those who desire an ultra-luxury lifestyle. This mansion spans over 22,000 square feet, featuring 8 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, and an array of world-class amenities. An infinity pool, private spa, movie theater, wine cellar, basketball court, and even a fully equipped guest house. From the very entrance, you can already feel the difference. The driveway is paved with natural stone, flanked by manicured greenery and subtle landscape lighting, creating an atmosphere that is both elegant and welcoming. Approaching the home, the first thing that strikes you is a modern facade, expansive glass panels combined with marble and dark metals. This minimalist yet bold design creates a futuristic architectural statement while maintaining timeless sophistication. In front of the mansion lies a spacious stone-paved motor court, large enough to accommodate a fleet of luxury cars. From here, you can truly appreciate the scale of the property, where bold architectural blocks are softened by walls of glass, allowing natural light to flow freely inside. The front door itself is a masterpiece, nearly 16 feet tall, crafted from solid wood and accented with custom metalwork. This single feature alone sets the tone for the caliber of the entire home. Stepping inside, we arrive at the grand foyer, with ceilings soaring nearly 30 feet high. Natural light pours into floor-to-ceiling glass walls, opening up to a breathtaking view of the backyard garden. At the center stands a striking art sculpture placed on a marble pedestal, setting an elegant tone the moment you walk in. Moving forward, we enter the main living room, a vast open space with retractable glass doors that seamlessly connect to the infinity pool outside. Every piece of furniture here has been carefully curated. Italian leather sofas in neutral tones, a handcrafted marble coffee table, and a custom woven rug. A sleek linear fireplace stretches along the wall, doubling as both a source of warmth and a stunning visual centerpiece. You can easily imagine mornings filled with sunlight streaming in, or evenings spent with the city lights glowing in the distance. Sitting here at a glass of wine, sharing conversations with friends. It's an experience that embodies true luxury living. Next, let's explore the open concept kitchen. Truly the heart of this home. Here, two oversized kitchen islands are topped with striking quartzite, each slab featuring dramatic natural veining. Custom walnut cabinetry pairs beautifully with integrated LED lighting, balancing modern elegance with warmth. All appliances are top of the line, including double ovens, oversized built-in refrigerators, and high-end dishwashers, all from Gagano and Sub-Zero. Adjacent is a formal dining area with a long table that seats 12 guests. Overhead, a modern crystal chandelier adds brilliance, making this the perfect setting for both intimate family dinners and grand celebrations. For larger gatherings, there's also a secondary prep kitchen tucked discreetly behind, allowing staff to prepare meals without ever disrupting the main space. Now, let's head into the primary suite, one of the most impressive spaces in this mansion. This bedroom alone feels like a private luxury apartment, complete with glass sliding doors that open directly to a private terrace overlooking Calabasas and the infinity pool below. The bed is positioned to face the sweeping natural views, while interiors remain minimal yet opulent, with a palette of fine leather, walnut wood, and marble. The primary bathroom is nothing short of a spa retreat. A freestanding soaking tub placed beside a floor-to-ceiling glass wall, rainfall showers with multiple settings, and marble surfaces cut from single slabs. And the walk-in closet, it's a boutique in itself, with glass display for handbags and shoes, integrated LED lighting, and custom storage solutions throughout. design is a private hotel suite, complete with en-suite bathrooms and private balconies or floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the gardens. Additional spaces include a private office bathed in natural light, a game room with billiards and classic arcade machines, library with floor-to-ceiling shelves and cozy reading chairs. This is where the property truly takes luxury to the next level. First, private movie theater. Plush leather recliners seating more than 15 guests. State-of-the-art Dolby Atmos surround sound. Massive 4K screen. This space rivals any commercial cinema. Next, the spa and wellness area, featuring a dry sauna, steam room, jacuzzi, and even a professional massage room. It's a sanctuary of relaxation, all within your home. For those who prefer fitness, the fully equipped gym offers everything from free weights to advanced training machines, ensuring every workout is covered. Step outside, and you're greeted by the showstopper, a massive infinity edge pool, blending seamlessly into the horizon with panoramic views of the Calabasas Valley. Beside the pool, there's a luxurious outdoor lounge, a full barbecue kitchen, and a bar, perfect for hosting unforgettable gatherings. And for sports lovers, the multi-sport court can host basketball, tennis, or even small soccer matches. This is where lifestyle meets pure fun. step outside, and you're greeted by the showstopper, a massive infinity edge pool, blending seamlessly into the horizon with panoramic views of the Calabasas Valley. Beside the pool, there's a luxurious outdoor lounge, a full barbecue kitchen, and a bar, perfect for hosting unforgettable gatherings. And for sports lovers, the multi-sport court can host basketball, tennis, or even small soccer matches. This is where lifestyle meets pure fun. We conclude our tour of this breathtaking $37,999,000 Calabasas mansion. This isn't just a residence. It's a statement of modern architecture, luxury lifestyle, and ultimate privacy. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you enjoyed this tour, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible home tours coming soon. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Channel Name. Today, we're about to experience one of the most luxurious and striking properties in Calabasas, California. A contemporary mansion valued at nearly $38 million US. Calabasas is home to countless Hollywood stars and successful entrepreneurs. With its beautiful landscapes, fresh air, and unmatched privacy, this area has become the golden destination for those who desire an ultra-luxury lifestyle. This mansion spans over 22,000 square feet, featuring 8 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, and an array of world-class amenities. An infinity pool, private spa, movie theater, wine cellar, basketball court, and even a fully equipped guest house. As the gates reveal the estate, the first impression is breathtaking. The driveway winds like a silver ribbon through meticulously sculpted gardens. Towering palm trees stretch skyward, their shadows dancing across the stone pathway. On either side, manicured lawns shimmer with impossible perfection. Every blade of grass trimmed as though for royalty. Sculptures rise in quiet majesty. Bronze, marble, abstract stone, each one positioned like treasures in an open-air museum. And the air itself feels different, fragrant, carried with notes of jasmine, pine, and roses blooming under the sun. The front garden greets you with bonsai trees sculpted over decades, trickling fountains, and flower beds arranged in colors that change with the seasons. But the rear garden, that is where the estate reveals its crown jewel, the infinity pool. By day, its surface gleams like sapphire glass. At sunset, it becomes a liquid canvas of gold and crimson. By night, LEDs awaken beneath the water, transforming the pool into a jewel glowing under the stars. Standing at its edge, you feel as though water and sky have melted into one. Beside it lies an outdoor lounge and bar, cabanas, daybeds, and a glowing marble counter stocked with rare spirits. Imagine a summer evening here. The fire pit crackling, cocktails shimmering, laughter echoing as constellations mirror in the water. And still, the garden stretched further. A Zen rock garden, a shaded grove with hammocks, an open-air dining pavilion where meals are served beneath the heavens. This is not landscaping. This is storytelling. A paradise sculpted by design. And it is only the beginning. The camera approaches the mansion's doors, towering, carved, and polished. They open slowly. Inside, the air shifts, cool and perfumed, the music swelling once more. Step into the grand foyer. Your eyes are drawn upward immediately to a ceiling that rises like a cathedral, crowned by a glittering crystal chandelier. Marble floors ripple with veins of gold. Enormous pillars frame the space, commanding yet graceful. To the left, the living room spreads out, furnished with Italian sofas and creamy leather, arranged around a grand stone fireplace. Floor-to-ceiling windows let light pour in, while the ceiling itself is made of glass, casting an ethereal glow. The formal dining room lies just beyond. A table stretches to seat 20, lit by a cascade of pendant lights that shimmer like stars frozen mid-fall. On the walls, oil paintings watch in silent grandeur. And then the kitchen, a chef's dream, double ovens, hidden refrigerators, counters carved from rare stone that gleam under soft lighting. A shining bar counter stands ready for casual gatherings, contrasting the elegance of the dining hall. But luxury does not end at utility. Here, even the library and study are works of art. Floor-to-ceiling walnut shelves filled with volumes. A desk carved from dark mahogany. Leather armchairs that invite reflection. A globe, a bronze clock, a marble bust. All reminders that knowledge itself is part of this estate's soul. Everywhere you turn, artistry reigns. Oil paintings, sculptures, antique clocks. Each whispering stories of history, culture, and timeless taste. polished railings gleaming and natural light spilling from tall windows. Now we ascend to the private quarters. The master suite is an empire of its own. A king-size bed rests beneath a custom headboard, while glass doors open onto a private balcony overlooking an infinity pool. A sitting area and a small private library add layers of intimacy and retreat. The walk-in closet is no mere storage. It is a boutique. Glass cases display luxury handbags, shelves of shoes, drawers of timepieces. Stepping inside feels like entering a private high-fashion gallery. The master bathroom continues the spectacle. Marble floors, twin vanities, a rainfall shower, and a freestanding soaking tub positioned perfectly beside a window. Imagine sinking into the water as the morning sun floods in, or the moonlight falls across the marble. Other bedrooms stretch along the hall, each with its own identity. One regal and classical, another sleek and modern, another playful and youthful. Even the hallways are curated with art and subtle lighting, turning simple passageways into galleries of elegance. The camera follows a sweep of grand staircase, its polished railings gleaming in natural light spilling from tall windows. Now we ascend to private quarters. The master suite is an empire. A king-size bed rests beneath a custom headboard, while glass doors open onto a private balcony overlooking the infinity. A sitting area and a small private library add layers of intimacy and retreat. The walk-in closet is no mere storage. It is a boutique. Glass cases display luxury handbags, shelves of shoes, drawers of timepieces. Stepping inside feels like entering a private high-fashion gallery. The master bathroom continues the spectacle. Marble floors, twin vanities, rainfall shower, and a freestanding soaking tub positioned perfectly beside a window. Imagine sinking into the water as the morning sun flows, or the moonlight falls across the marble. Other bedrooms stretch along the hall, each with its own identity. One regal and classic, another sleek and modern, another playful and youthful. Even the hallways are curated with art and subtle lighting, turning simple passageways into galleries of elegance. The camera follows the sweep of grand staircase, its polished railings gleaming in natural light spilling from tall windows. Now we ascend to the private quarters. The master suite is an empire of its own. A king-size bed rests beneath a custom headboard, while glass doors open onto a private balcony overlooking the infinity pool. A sitting area and a small private library add layers of intimacy and retreat. The walk-in closet is no mere storage. It is a boutique. Glass cases display luxury handbags, shelves of shoes, drawers of timepieces. Stepping inside feels like entering a private high-fashion gallery. The master bathroom continues the spectacle. Marble floors, twin vanities, a rainfall shower, and a freestanding soaking tub positioned perfectly beside a window. Imagine sinking into the water as the morning sun floods in, or the moonlight falls across the marble. Other bedrooms stretch along the hall, each with its own identity. One regal and classical, another sleek and modern, another playful and youthful. Even the hallways are curated with art and subtle lighting, turning simple passageways into galleries of elegance. Another sleek and modern, another playful and youthful. Even the hallways are curated with art and subtle lighting, turning simple passageways into galleries of elegance. The camera follows the sweep of grand staircase, its polished railings gleaming in natural light spilling from tall windows. Now we ascend to private quarters. The master suite is an empire of its own. A king-size bed rests beneath a custom headboard, while glass doors open onto a private balcony overlooking the infinity pool. A sitting area and a small private library add layers of intimacy and retreat. The walk-in closet is no mere storage. It is a boutique. Glass cases display luxury handbags, shelves of shoes, drawers of timepieces. Stepping inside feels like entering a private high-fashion gallery. The master bathroom continues the spectacle. Marble floors, twin vanities, a rainfall shower, and a freestanding soaking tub positioned perfectly beside a window. Imagine sinking into the water as the morning sun floods in, or the moonlight falls marble. Other bedrooms stretch along the hall, each with its own identity. One regal and classical, another sleek and modern, another playful and youthful. Even the hallways are curated with art and subtle lighting, turning simple passageways into galleries of elegance. Full SEO description: Bel luxury motorhome. 36 minutes video 1. Introduction, opening 2 minutes. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are going to explore one of the most luxurious and futuristic motorhomes in the world, the Bel luxury motorhome. Built on the powerful Mercedes Actros chassis. This incredible vehicle is not just a mobile home. It's a perfect combination of a luxury apartment, a super yacht on wheels, and the engineering excellence of Mercedes-Benz, with a starting price of €1 million. And the fully equipped version you are about to see costing €0.7 million, around 25 million US dollars. The Bel motorhome sets a new benchmark in luxury RV design. It is designed to provide the ultimate travel experience. A spacious living room with premium comfort, a modern European kitchen, a 5-star hotel-style bedroom, a high-tech bathroom, and even a garage to bring along your personal car. Join me as we take an in-depth 36-minute tour of this masterpiece, from the sleek exterior to the luxurious interior, and discover why the Bel motorhome is considered one of the best in the world. Exterior walkthrough 10 minutes. 2. 1 dimensions and power. The Bel luxury motorhome is truly massive. Length, 12 meters. Height, 4 meters. Width, 5 meters. Weight, around 26 tons. Powered by 8-liter V12 engine producing 530 horsepower. It delivers exceptional performance for its size. Surprisingly, the fuel efficiency is about 5 miles per gallon, similar to some full-size SUVs, which is impressive for such a large vehicle. 2, futuristic exterior design. Unlike traditional RVs with boxy designs, the Bel showcases a minimalist, modern, and elegant style. Smooth surfaces, clean lines, and large windows create a futuristic look. Instead of side mirrors, the vehicle uses cameras with digital screens inside the cabin, improving aerodynamics and visibility. 3 slide-out expansions. To maximize interior space, the Bel uses slide-out sections. The living room expands by 50 centimeters. The kitchen expands by 70 centimeters. This system transforms the interior into a spacious open-plan apartment. For energy systems, the motorhome is designed to be self-sufficient. For solar panels generating 320W of power, 800 lithium battery pack for energy storage, 408 kilowatts diesel generator, soundproof with automatic startup. This setup allows the vehicle to operate off-grid without compromise. 5 integrated car garage. One of the highlights is the rear garage, designed to fit a smart car or other compact vehicles. The hydraulic lift system allows the car to be loaded and stored with ease. This feature gives owners ultimate convenience. Travel across countries in the motorhome, then use a small car to move around cities. 6 other exterior features. Automatic retractable stairs with LED lights. 6-meter electric awning with wind sensors. Retracts automatically in strong winds above 39 kilometers per hour. Rear steering axle for better maneuverability. A Ponner heating and hot water system. Premium European brand. The exterior perfectly combines practicality, advanced technology, and luxury design. Interior tour, 20 minutes. 3. 1 living room. Step inside and you'll immediately notice the Italian yacht-inspired design. 50-inch built-in TV. LED mood lighting and premium with ceiling panels. L-shaped sofa with integrated lighting. Adjustable table. Converts from a coffee table to a dining table. Large skylight with heated glass and electric blinds. Additionally, a queen-size drop-down bed is hidden in the ceiling, turning the living area into an extra sleeping space for up to 4 people. 2 driver's cabin. The cabin resembles a high-end Mercedes SUV. Dual digital screens for navigation and camera mirrors. Luxury captain chairs. Electric adjustments, heating, cooling, massage, and air suspension. Wide panoramic visibility for comfortable long drives. Driving the Bel feels more like piloting a luxury coach than a heavy-duty truck. 3. Kitchen. The kitchen is compact yet fully equipped. Miele induction cooktop with retractable hood. Drawer-style dishwasher. Miele oven and microwave. Built-in fridge and freezer. Branded tableware with the Bel logo. Side window with insect screen and electric blind. This is a modern European kitchen designed for serious cooking while on the road. For bathroom, the bathroom is as luxurious as a 5-star hotel. Stone basin sink with chrome faucet, backlit LED mirror with ambient lighting, smart toilet with heated seat and automatic flush, rainfall shower with glass enclosure, heated towel rack with custom branded towels, built-in washer-dryer unit. It's hard to believe such luxury exists inside a motorhome. 5-bedroom. The bedroom feels private, warm, and stylish. Central double bed with LED strip lighting. Large side windows with heated glass and motorized blinds. Full wall wardrobes with plenty of storage. Premium wood and stainless steel finishes. Inspired by Italian yacht interiors. This is a place where you can truly relax after a long day of travel. Driving experience, 3 minutes. Behind the wheel, the Bel motorhome feels surprisingly smooth. Air suspension for a soft ride. Excellent soundproofing. Engine noise is almost inaudible. High driving position for panoramic views. Rear steering axle and cameras make maneuvering easier despite its size. Driving this vehicle is far less intimidating than it looks. Conclusion, 1 minute. The Bel luxury motorhome is not just an RV. It's a statement of freedom, luxury, and cutting-edge design. For over €1 million, you get a 5-star mobile apartment, private car garage, state-of-the-art energy independence, Mercedes-Benz reliability and comfort. If you dream of traveling the world without sacrificing luxury, the Bel motorhome might be the ultimate choice. SEO optimization for YouTube short SEO description meta. Discover the Bel luxury motorhome. A €1 million motorhome built on a Mercedes Actros, featuring yacht-inspired interiors, slide-outs, solar power, and even a car garage. This is the biggest and the most expensive home currently on the market in the United States, with an asking price of $295 million. It is also the most requested episode on our channel, so we're really excited for this tour. Now, this home features 105,000 square feet of interior space, 21 bedrooms, 49 bathrooms, private nightclub, breathtaking views, situated on this incredible promontory. And let's get started. Eerie bass tone, upbeat bass music. The One is a property that has been legendary to all Angelenos for the last 12 years, and worldwide in the last decade, has become this iconic sort of figure. It's kind of bigger than life. It's more than a home. It's an entity. And the reason why Angelenos have followed this property is because there are so many changes that have taken place now in Los Angeles, which don't allow you to ever recreate this. For one thing, there are nearly 30,000 cubic yards of dirt. 30,000 cubic yards of dirt that were removed, excavated to create this. Okay. And you are on 4 acres, almost 4 acres, up the longest driveway you've ever seen, and landing on top of the hill, one of the highest elevations in all of Bel Air. So for all those reasons, and then add the icing on the cake, which is a 360-degree view, you are one of the most sought-after and iconic properties in all of Los Angeles. Relax music. We're going to start our tour on the motor court. Long driveway brings you up here, and halfway through the driveway, you actually have an entrance point to your subterranean garage. And behind the property, we also have an amazing detached guest home that we're going to tour later in the video. Now coming here, we have this paved floors, palm trees, amazing scale. And coming to this section, we have the marble walkway taking you to the front door. I love the moat that they have off of the entry. You have an art installation on your right. 2 massive skylights embedded into the pool, allowing natural light to the lower section. And before we get in here, I also want to thank the listing agents, Jessica Brown, James Smith, and David Lee for allowing us to tour this amazing listing. And we will be actually talking to Jessica and James later in the tour. Now, coming back here, the front facade is also clad with marble. I love the grid details on the right-hand side. This overhead section has built-in LED lighting to light up the entrance. And coming here, we have a fingerprint scanner, and your marble door actually recesses into the wall. Now, coming here, this is where we have the spacious foyer. Oversized marble. We have this art installation right in the center that rotates. Beautiful chandelier above. And throughout the property, I'm going to talk about the scale because everything in this house is so oversized, so grand. And this is just your entry. You have seating on each side, suede walls, and sliding glass doors seamlessly takes you to the outdoors. Now, coming back here to the entry, we have this long hallway taking us to 2 special rooms. First, we're going to check out the office. Now, before we get there, on our right-hand side, we have one of the staircases going to the second floor. And coming here, we have the office. 25-foot high ceilings, skylight right in the center, walls of glass facing the views. We have water surrounding the entire room. And this corner glass looks towards your motor pool. The scale is amazing. We have the desk set up right in the center. And the entire room is complemented with Italian lacquer finish cabinetry. LED lighting, that looks really sweet. And on top of that, right above us, we actually have the balcony looking down on this room. And we're going to check that space out later in the tour. Now, bringing everybody back to the entrance. Again, we have the staircase on the left, going up to the second floor. This opening takes us to a beautiful powder room with a marble pedestal sink and marble finish walls with your accent. And coming here, we have the main lounge. This is the King's Lounge for the entertainment. Walls of glass, explosive view, 2 king halls. You have this beautiful art wall with this 20-foot fireplace. You have this beautiful lounge. I mean, this is amazing. And James, furniture looks small here. The room is so big, it's insane. How many square feet you said this room is? I think this is about 3,000 square feet. That's incredible. I mean, these are good-sized couches and sofa sets. And it's insane, and you have another one over there. This is the secondary lounge. This is my favorite lounge because this is where you have the most explosive views in Los Angeles. You have the grand piano, oversized, and then you have the biggest views in all of Los Angeles. This is the King of the Year, and it is one of my favorite art pieces, which is the Murano glass. It's the angel wings. And you know what that's for? Because this view is why they call it the City of Angels. Dance music. Now, I'm going to take an interesting route. I'm going to bring everybody here. We have the elevator access back to the foyer. Of course, it opens up to the outdoors. We're going to check out the backyard in a bit. And coming here, we have the formal dining room area. Gorgeous table right in the center. That currently sits 16 people. But I'm sure you can add a few more chairs on each side. Chandeliers above, and again, just the scale, 25-foot high ceilings. Everything about this house is so grand. Now, I want to take everybody this way. This entire glass panel actually goes into your walk-in wine cellar that is temperature controlled. And these are for your big bottles. And you have seating areas within your wine cellar. This is mind-boggling. We have never seen anything quite like this. Now, I want to bring everybody back to to the formal dining room area. This is the main hallway that takes you from the front door. And coming here, we have an amazing opening with this art installation that starts from the second floor ceiling, goes down all the way to the lower level, complemented with a water feature. This is a polished chrome piece, and I'm sure just the installation of the sculpture took over a year. Now, come in here. We have another staircase going up to the second floor, and this is where we have the art gallery, just an open space. On our right-hand side, we have the moat off of the entry. You have your lighting perfectly positioned. And at the end of this hallway, we have a guest bedroom. So let's go quickly check that out. Seating area off of the entry, king-size bed, with a padded back wall, super spacious room. Has a door that opens up to the motor COR for easy access. And come in here. I'm trying to figure out which details I want to point because there are so many. Let's quickly check out the bathroom. It starts here. Marble floors, marble walk-in shower with this mosaic detailed chrome finishes. Toto toilet that opens up as you walk in the bathroom. Floating vanity, walk-in closet, everything you need. Now, let's go back to the hallway. And at the end of this hallway, we have few powder rooms to serve the first floor of this hall. It starts right here. We have a gorgeous marble pedestal sink, chrome fixtures, another Toto toilet, everything you need. Now, coming back to the hallway, we're gonna go this way. We'll be walking a lot in this hall. I mean, Mikey, look at the scale here. I just keep walking. Mikey, yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to talk much yet because I'm a little bit overwhelmed. We've done a lot of walking already, but we really just started. So let's keep going. Absolutely. Double doors open up to the library. Now, I say library, but this room actually is built-in ventilation for a cigar lounge. That way you can actually smoke here and you won't even smell. In fact, Mikey, let's get a close-up here. You can see all these built-ins with chrome details. I love the veneers with cabinetry and the gloss finish. You have the seating area right in the center. Vintage Playboy covers on this side, which is a unique detail. And I personally love those wall sconces that are brass finished, oversized. Mikey, and if there's a bunch of vintage Playboy covers on the wall, you're talking about brass wall fixtures. I'm just trying to keep a straight line here. We got a lot to cover on this house. So I'm just trying to keep it quick. It's a cool touch. Open shelving, TV, more storage, humidors, and everything you need. Alright, let's go back to the hallway and continue our tour. By the way, Mikey, when you exposed to the outside, look at the views here. We have downtown Los Angeles from every angle. This is just amazing. Of course, you have sliding glass doors here, opening up to the outdoors and coming here. This is where we have the family room and kitchen. I'm going to start our tour of the kitchen. It is super sleek. I love this polished cabinetry. Waterfall edge on the island. This is for sure one of the biggest islands we have ever seen on this channel. Nicely decorated. Glass panels. I mean, look how sleek these details are. I'm pretty sure this is a rose gold finish, which is something I don't see quite often. And of course, you have your Miele built-ins, 2 induction cooktops, a pop-up vent, built-in espresso maker. Sorry, Mikey, I'm pushing your left and right, but these are cool. I want to have one of these. Mikey, we've seen one before. We have tried one of these before. Yeah, actually in another one of Jessica and James's listings. That is correct. All right. We have 2 Miele induction cooktops here with pop-up vents. Right next to that, we have the first prep sink, second one on the side, pop-up plugs. Very modern, very sleek kitchen. Now, let's go back into the family room so we can check out the seating section over there. 2 L-shaped couches, gorgeous coffee table right in the center. I love the chandelier ceiling lighting over here. That really ties the space. Of course, you have your recessed-in TV to the wall. Linear gas fireplace. Suede walls, cozy room. Marble-clad wall on that side. And sliding glass doors opening up to the outdoors. Mikey, let's go check it out. And I also want to mention, they're still putting some of the finishing touches in this estate. They're still working certain areas. We cannot tour it all, but we're going to try to do our best to show you guys everything, right? We have another hallway here, powder room for this part of home. And coming here, of course, these massive sliding glass doors open up to the outdoors. As soon as you walk in, downtown Los Angeles is right in front of you. This is just incredible. The views here, the scale of this property, the scale of this backyard. In fact, Mikey, let's take everybody to the grass section. I love these palm trees that are right in the center of the backyard. To give everybody a quick scale, that's the foyer. That's the main lounge that we toured earlier. We have the bedrooms on the second floor and the lower level that we're going to see in a bit. But more importantly, look at these views. And they did a really clever touch here. They have a 400-foot jogging trail that's right below this moat. That way they have the glass railing there. Since this property is on a hillside, which allows this moat to have no glass railing. And from any part of the first floor or the second floor, you'll look at your views undisrupted. This is simply amazing. I mean, you can literally see the mountains all the way back. Hollywood Hills, downtown, Century City is down below you, Pacific Ocean. These are without a doubt one of the best views we have ever seen on this channel. Mikey, you look a little speechless. Mikey, we're just so high up here, dude. But I was actually looking behind me at the ocean views over here, which we'll see in a second. Absolutely. Now, we're coming to the side backyard. Let's just call it that. We have the jacuzzi here, which is oversized, marble floors, even on the outdoor. That's your covered patio space right there. Massive built-in TV. And this is your main pool that has 3 infinity edges, marble clad, mosaic on the bottom. And you get so much outdoor space. I mean, property is pretty big. Let's just face it. Mikey, yeah. And not only you get amazing interior square footage, you get a lot of outdoor square footage. And I want to particularly cover this section because you have so many more amenities on this wing. You have an outdoor dining area, another covered seating, the TV, a small wet bar, and right behind this section, we have the outdoor kitchen. This is without a doubt one of the best outdoor kitchen/barbecue areas we have ever seen in any residential home. You have so much cabinetry, multiple fridges, ice maker, teppanyaki, sink, and focusing into the other side. Of course, you have your outdoor grill, warming grill, and you have more grills here. Literally everything you need. And that wraps our tour on the exterior of the backyard. Now, I want to take everybody back inside so we can check out the lower level, upbeat music. This is the biggest home in the world at a 105,000 square feet living space. It is divided up by a structure of 30,000 square feet. That is actually the home, and then underbelly of the home, which includes a nightclub, a 4-lane bowling alley, a spa, a gym. And when I say gym and when I say spa, I mean it's really so much more than that. You're going to get into those details. But this encompasses anything and everything you could ever imagine in a home. We decided to do something really exciting and never been done before on a property of this caliber. So myself, James Murphy, and David Lear will take this, along with Concierge's auction, out to the world. And we're going to allow the bidding process to be won over by the person that really wants to make this their home, their everything. Because this is so much more than a home. Dance music. All right, everyone, here we are on the lower floor landing. Before we continue our tour here, I want to turn back and talk about this floating marble staircase design. I say floating because it's actually not attached to the wall here, and it's all clad with marble, has the recessed wall lighting, glass railing, and you come to the landing on the lower level. First, we have this art gallery space here. I want to take everybody this side. Like I mentioned earlier, we're going to walk a lot in this house. This door actually opens up the subterranean fitting car garage. They're still working on the house and finishing some of the areas. But I wanted to bring everybody here because this is a great space. Massive door opens up the driveway and brings you here. We have all this lighting on the ceiling, and they went with darker tones of this space. Now, coming back here with marble floors throughout, I want to talk about the feature wall that's in front of us. The butterfly details, portraits, multiple seating areas, and the space continues. I mean, look at this hallway here. This is incredible. Now, we have a seating area on this side with beautiful lacquer cabinetry, recessed TV. We have 2 guest suites on this one. The first one starts right here. A spacious room, king-size bed, sliding glass doors open up to a private balcony. And of course, this room also has a full-size bathroom. Now, coming back here to the landing, right next to the seating area, we have this hallway taking us to the second guest suite on this floor. Same finishes, darker carpet on the floors, king-size bed, sliding glass doors open up to the balcony. And of course, this one also has a full bathroom. Now, coming back to the landing, we're going to go this direction. On my right-hand side, we have the elevator access and some utility access. And coming here, we have another lounge area. The amount of seating areas in this house is kind of mind-boggling. Another U-shaped couch, a linear gas fireplace. I like the wall textures that they have on this side. Right here, we have this marble table right in the center of this room. And this will essentially be your wine cellar. The storage areas there, of course, temperature control. Another great common area on this level. Mikey, yeah, and it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but these wine cellars, they don't have anything in them right now, but they're really deep. They're 10 feet deep behind each of these glass panels. Easy. Mikey. So I'm sure once you put the storage racks in there, it's going to fit a lot. I'm sure incredible on outer world. Another bar, darker tones with lighter countertops. And they use the darker finishes on the walls here as well. Of course, you have your sink, fridge, another seating area behind it, another seating area on this side, another lounge on this side. We're going to continue our tour. Mikey, what do you like so far? Mikey, it's hard to argue with that backyard and that pool area, but I think what we're about to see is probably the coolest parts of the house. This is the brains of the house. And they spent so much money, and it takes so much space that they wanted to make it a feature wall kind of section. That's why they have some closed glass here. And there you go. If you want to power a house like this, with all iPads and all that, this is what you need to do. Mikey, yeah, amazing. Mikey, that's not what I was talking about. What you were talking about. Mikey, well, what we're about to see now is my favorite part. Oh, okay. Yes, of course, I hear you. Another powder room on this level. And look at this hallway. I like these art pieces. It's creative. We could have came up with that idea. Mikey, well, the best art is always simple. There you go. Another powder room, gorgeous cabinetry. I'm sure we're going to see many more bathrooms. Let's see. These are locker closets. And kind of like basically full-size bathrooms his and hers for your gym. And when I say gym, I'm not talking about a couple hundred square foot room. I'm talking about an amazing space. And look at the scale here. I mean, walls of glass over here. It's a little dark right now. But you have a sparkling city in front of you. This space, an outer world. You literally have everything you can think of. I like these ceiling mount TVs, darker carpet here. And right on the other side, we have a juice bar. I say juice bar, but this is a commercial kitchen. I mean, the amount of cabinetry. All you're missing is a stove and a vent, and you have a commercial kitchen. I like the bar seating. You have all your equipment here. This is where you drink your fresh juice, do your yoga, work out, and it continues on this side. And you have a living wall here. I mean, this is mind-boggling. Mikey, yeah, so if you live in this house, do you make your own juice? It depends what type of person you are. Mikey, yeah, I guess you probably have someone on staff that can just make some good juice anytime you want it. Most likely. Mikey, yeah, most likely. All right, ready, indoor pool. My favorite room in that house is the wellness center because I've seen a million of them. I've seen so many cold plunges and jacuzzis and hot tubs and steam showers and saunas, but this is something different. This has an indoor lap pool. It's about 90 feet. Salt water, triple osmosis, and above it, it just has green walls, and it feels sort of like you're outside and you're just exercising and swimming in this space. And then it also has all the things I just said that have become common to us, which is a cold plunge in the dry sauna and the wet steam and all of those things. And I think that all the gyms that I've ever seen, all the wellness centers that I've ever seen, this really touches on that title in a whole different way. Sire musical tone. And of course, scale needs to match the house. It's massive, salt water, love the simple plaster. Lights changing. You have a mirrored ceiling detail. Cold lighting, multiple seating areas and lounge areas. Sliding glass doors. This is probably the best indoor pool area in the city with these kind of views. And again, amazing. Mikey, yeah, it's crazy. Out of words. Living wall, built-in bench seating, and it continues, Mikey. By the way, this is the hallway that we just walked. And of course, you have these automatic sliding glass doors here. Now, you will have another set on this side. It connects to, I believe, powder room here. And coming to this section, you have another seating area with a cold plunge, 2 massage rooms, amazing views. This chandelier right in the center is probably one of the biggest we've ever seen. And first, I want to go this way. This is a full-size salon. Maybe full-size doesn't do justice. It's like a commercial salon. You have pedicure chairs. You have hair washing stations. You have chairs for you to sit down and get a haircut. And they have this nice kind of rose gold and burgundy wool panels here, which is kind of a retro detail. LED lighting throughout. In another space, it's part of your spa. Now, coming back here, your spa continues. And over here we have the steam showers. Walk-in showers, heated benches where you sit down. And in fact, they have water lines on this section. So you basically get water poured on you. Have a dry sun on the other side. And they're all built like commercial spas, where you have massive showers and steam showers that can accommodate up to 20 people. Mikey, I'm a little bit lost right now. I'm sure audiences also, but show us how we get back. Oh, right. So we're basically doing a full circle here. I just realized there's a powder room here with a gorgeous marble sink and another wet bar. And coming here from an interesting angle, we just came to bowling alley. So now we're doing kind of almost like a full circle on the lower level. We have a golf simulator here. Of course, why not? If you have a bowling alley, it just complements it. This bowling alley is not a residential bowling alley. This is as if it was a hotel. And in my outer words, I feel like I'm actually doing a bad job explaining some of the details. Mikey, well, there's a lot. This is a lot to talk about. Mikey, I don't blame you. This is wild. We have here, Mikey, we've seen bowling alleys before, but usually it's one lane, maybe two, and some of them, they're a little bit short. It's just everything about it. Mikey, it's like a full-size 4-lane bowling alley. Just incredible wall panels with LED lighting. You have the TVs above. Amazing, just amazing. All right, let's continue. We mentioned this multiple times. They're still working on the house. So in this case, I think they're doing some touch-ups and paint. But this is your tequila bar. I love this backlit glass detail here. They have it on the bar display too. All open shelving. Normally this would be your seating area. And let's go back to the main hallway. If I'm not lost here, let's see. At the end of this hallway, behind that wall, we have the nightclub. But first, I actually want to take everybody this way. We have few powder rooms here, and that's the main staircase that we came down from. And before we wrap up there, I actually want to take everybody this way. There you go. I'm learning this house. Mikey? Yeah. So another hallway. This hallway takes us to Candy Room. This is a colorful touch to this estate. We have these candy stations running all the way to the ceiling. LED lighting, round cabinetry. I gotta give credit to the developers here. This is a nice detail, and it's located perfectly right off the entry of the movie theater, and this movie theater is something else. In fact, Mikey, I'm gonna go left. Why don't you go to the right? Meet me at the movie theater so everybody can get a full scale of this amazing space. Here we are. This is the movie theater. I mean, calling this a movie theater doesn't do justice. This is a commercial movie theater, and it's so decked out with the carpet, plush walls, Dolby Atmos surround sound, these recliner chairs that may look like comfortable sofas, but you have all the amenities there, individual lighting, and the ceiling heights, the size of the screen here. We have seen a lot of amazing movie theaters. I mean, a lot throughout the world. But this one takes a win for me because I would love to sit down here, look at this massive screen, and watch a movie. Let's see if I can get this thing to work. Mikey, you're like, and watch some Inesio Mazur videos. That's right, I'm trying to make this work, Mikey. And it's not pulling, it's not doing anything. Oh, there you go. I mean, isn't this amazing? I'm out of words. Again, some of the common areas in this house is unlike anything we've ever seen before. And that wraps our tour on this level or on this part of this home. I actually want to take everybody outside so we can check out the nightclub, dance music. This is a charity event room. What would you call this room? I would call it a nightclub, but I mean, it's just perfect for any kind of utilization. Obviously, it's super open. You have the commercial setup for your events, speakers, not to mention this massive screen here, bar. It's pretty crazy. And more views, 5,000 square foot rooms separate from house. So if you want to throw an event or an after party, you bring them down here as a private entrance. Huge dance floor, huge outdoor fire pit club. And this is basically where you just get your groove on. That's right, you have the DJ booth, you have the VIP lounge. And one of my favorite things, the fire pit right over the view. And this is another pool. So if you want to swim in between all the fire pits, you're right here. James, we got pretty lucky. Look at the views. This is incredible. I mean, you have downtown Los Angeles perfectly framed in front of you. Well, this is why we have the perfect weather in Los Angeles. You don't even feel the weather. It's the perfect time. And what is this right now? 70-something degrees? Yeah, views. And we're in the dead of winter. This is amazing, James. I need to go in there. Show people the scale. I mean, this is incredible. I mean, the scale here, just the fire pit in the center, it's pretty mind-boggling. And this is where you're entertaining with your friends. And then if you want to take a dip in the pool, you got this incredible water feature. And this is a subterranean level, the lower level, but views all around. Dance music. Here we are on the second floor landing. We have beautiful hardwood floors throughout. Seating area on my left. But first I want to actually take everybody this way. So we talk about this detail on the first floor in the office. And this is the overlook area. And from here, you can really get a true scale of this room. We have a massive skylight above us. Cabinetry goes all the way up to the ceiling. Walls of glass. Just amazing. Mikey, yeah, it's crazy. This house is just unlike anything else we have ever seen. We're tired. We're out of breath just walking through. Mikey, yeah, now, we're going to try to do our best to show you guys as much as possible, because that's what we're known for. We have 4-bedroom suites. Let's check out the first one here. Gorgeous finishes here. The king-size bed, padded back wall, suede wall on this side, breathtaking views. I love that Juliet balcony detail. Of course, you have your full bathroom here with marble-clad back walls, floating vanity, walk-in shower, everything you need. Now, this is one of the access points to the rooftop deck that we're going to check out in a bit. And that right there's a powder room for landing. Now, coming here, this hallway takes us to a few other bedrooms. This is where we have the second one. This one is facing more toward the backyard. Of course, has a full bathroom too. And coming here, these are the 2 best bedrooms we have on this wing. Let's quickly check out this one here. Of course, comes with a king-size bed setup, hardwood floors, walls of glass, facing these incredible views. I mean, it literally looks like a movie over here. Mikey, yeah, again, it's an incredibly clear day today, but the ocean, I don't think we've ever seen a view of the ocean quite like this. Absolutely, unless you go to Malibu. Mikey, yeah, I guess we are a little bit farther west than we usually are in the hills. Correct. Mikey, but still, it's a great view of the ocean. It's an amazing view. Look at the scale here, Mikey. Let's quickly check out the bathroom. I mean, if we were to tour every single room in detail, this would be a 3-hour walkthrough. Another Toto toilet. I love this finish that they have on these marble walls, chrome fixtures, handheld, floating vanities. With this recessed and sink design, that just looks gorgeous. All right, Mikey, one more room to see on this wing, so we can show it to everyone. Again, we're going to try our best. There are so many rooms to see. All right, come in here. We have the last bedroom on this wing. This one is the biggest, has the same hardwood floors, king-size bed. I just love the furnishings here too. Very minimalist, very to the point. And before we check out the bathroom, I actually want to bring everybody here. Another massive recessed back steel column. That way you have your sliding glass doors pocketing into the wall, opening up to this balcony where you can appreciate these views a little bit more. You have the art installation right at the promontory, right at the edge of the promontory. And this is unlike anything we've ever seen before. This is just truly mind-boggling. Mikey, yeah, it's incredible. All right, Mikey, let's go back inside so we can show everyone bathroom for this bedroom. Starts here, marble finishes, floating vanity with the same sink design.